going into this episode, there was a lot riding on it. You know, after episode 2 was sort of a misfire and episode 1 was just the start, episode 3 needed to be a strong episode. It had to have the car part, the automobile heritage that these 3 were known for. It had to have the stylings of a Top Gear successor. This was a return to form. The best way I can describe it, and the easiest way that I believe I can describe it, would, without a doubt, say that returning home was a return to form for them. Now they're back at the UK, and again, this needed to be great. And one of the best things about it was the introduction felt a lot more natural than most of the episodes the 2 episodes that we'd already seen. It was just simple, easy to understand, just go, natural. The jokes felt like they landed. Actually, throughout the entire episode, the comedy felt a lot better and a lot more natural and less scripted as it was before. You had also the point-to-point trip, which really sent it back to Top Gear. And if you're looking for Top Gear, if you're looking for a Top Gear, whether you like it or not, this was a very good impression and successor to the Top Gear stylings that they had done. This was the closest one that we've seen yet of it, and we got finally full car reviews from this series, as in throughout the entire episode, every single car, the Rolls-Royce, the Aston Martin, and the Dodge Challenger, we got reviews of by each one of them, and they did it very in-depth and very well. Again, the jokes landed, and, you know, it was a very, very beautiful trip. They shot it very well, as usual. They did a really good job, and I enjoyed watching it. This was not a cheesy thing. This was not episode 2 bad. This was a very well done episode and really showed why I bought a subscription to Amazon Prime. It gave me a reason to believe that they were working hard and they listened to what we said, whether or not they shot it already, or if they just took out pieces that would have been very bad jokes. Overall, episode 3 is a much better episode than any other that we've seen before. You know, Conversation Street was finally a full thing. It wasn't cut in between by something else. It wasn't inconsistent. It was its own thing. It lasted for a very long time. They had a conversation about, of course, the local situations, as well as talking about BMW. That was really cool. You know, they talked about the BMW teasing. They did the news pretty much. It felt like the news. And that's, I think, this is the first episode where we finally have Conversation Street feeling like a good representation of their news, and the reviews being a good successor to what they did at Top Gear. You know, it just looks like, sadly enough, interviews just look like they're not a thing. You know, Simon Pegg was in the skit and the joke, and he, of course, wasn't going to make it. But I wish that some of these guys actually got a chance to be interviewed. I really do, because I would love to see them go around a track, whichever track. I'd love to see them just have an interview and talk to them. I guess that wasn't really a thing, or they don't need to have them interview anymore, because, of course, they don't need to pull in as many people. But I really wanted to see like a Simon Pegg interview with them. Yeah, another great thing, no American. The American was not in this episode. I guess the American is completely booted. That's a solid. They are listening to the fan base. They're listening to the people that are obviously funding them, and this was a very, very well done episode. Now, one thing, going back to the Simon Pegg, I thought that Jeremy's self-driving car, I thought it would pop out of the self-driving car. I was very excited. But anyway, guys, what did you think of episode 3? I was very proud to see that Top Gear, the Grand Tour, is back in business. This is the first episode since episode 1 that I was very excited about. After watching it, I was very glad to see that they're back in their beat again. This was not cheesy and weird. This was well done. The jokes from the cars were good. The fact that they were teasing about the Dodge Challenger was good. The fact that the Dodge Challenger was this odd, ridiculous, nonsensical car in the middle of the most peaceful and calm situations was hilarious and worked for what it was. And they did a great job. It was beautiful. They did a really, really, really great episode. And this is what I expect out of the Grand Tour. I hope that they continue. But yeah, return home for them was a return to form, and this is hopefully the new bar and the new benchmark for the Grand Tour. I'm Brian Swan. Stay tuned for more. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below.